Get ready for some serious drama on the court. In this section, we're going to dive deep into the most intense NBA "don't touch my brother" moments. You know those times when a player sticks up for their teammate and gets all heated? Yeah, those moments are pure gold. So in the first quarter, Gary Payton from the Warriors blocked Jokic's shot, and it gave Golden State an opportunity to score. They managed to hit a three-pointer and force the other team to take a timeout. It wasn't a great moment for Jokic, and things got worse when Payton playfully tapped him on the butt as he walked back to the bench. Jokic was not happy about it and tried to go after Payton, but Steph Curry and Jordan Poole restrained him before anything escalated. In the third quarter, Jokic showed his frustration again when he received a technical foul for reacting negatively to a call he disagreed with. He had fouled Andrew Wiggins and wasn't pleased, so he slammed the ball on the court, resulting in the technical foul. So you got Mo Bamba, who's this massive 7-foot center playing for the Magic, right? And then you got Josh Green, a 6 feet 6 inches guard repping the Mavericks. Well, Bamba thought he could intimidate Green with a good old stare down after a sick play. But guess what? Tim Hardaway Jr., Green's teammate, wasn't having it. He stepped right in between them and gave Bamba a taste of his own medicine with an epic stare down. NBA drama never fails to entertain. Chris Paul has got Gerald Green's back. When Gorgui Dieng decided to push Paul in frustration after a foul, Green couldn't just stand by and watch. With 10 minutes left in the game and the Rockets leading 109-96, Green made a bold move and delivered a forearm shiver to Dieng's back and upper arm. Things escalated quickly as players from both teams rushed in, but eventually, everything settled down. The NBA didn't take it lightly, though. They fined Green $25,000 for his actions. But hey, at least Chris Paul is willing to cover that fine if needed. So, there was this intense altercation between Markieff Morris and Nikola Jokic. It all started when Morris fouled Jokic at half court, but things quickly escalated. Jokic wasn't too thrilled about the elbow to his rib, so he retaliated. This incident actually caused some serious injuries for Morris, and he had to sit out for a few months in the NBA season. As for Jokic, he got suspended for 1 game and slapped with a whopping $50,000 fine. The medics even brought out a stretcher for Morris, although he managed to walk off the court on his own. But hey, there's concern that he might have injured his neck in the process. Patrick Beverley is widely known as one of the most passionate players in the league. He's a tough perimeter defender who never backs down from guarding the opposing team's star players. What sets him apart is his deep care for his teammates, always willing to have their backs when needed. In a recent game between the Minnesota Timberwolves and Milwaukee Bucks, tensions rose when Serge Ibaka of the Bucks got involved with Taurean Prince of the Timberwolves. It was Patrick Beverley's reaction that brought it to another level, as he ran over and forcefully shoved Ibaka. If you watch the video, it's clear that things were not physical until Beverley's intervention. Prince and Ibaka were already engaged in a verbal exchange with the referee trying to defuse the situation. However, it was Beverley's actions that escalated things further, leading to both his ejection and George Hill's for their involvement. It's undeniable that the referees made a justifiable call in this instance. Jokic in action once again. This time, he jumps to the defense of his teammate Aaron Gordon during a confrontation with Hornets forward Harrell. Jokic's protective instinct kicks in as he steps in and says, "Stay away from my brother." He rushes in to shield Gordon from any harm. Let's dive into what really went down. The argument between Gordon and Harrell erupted when Harrell disrespected his teammate by stepping over Austin Rivers, who was on the ground after taking a hit to the face while grabbing a rebound. Showing no tolerance for this behavior, Harrell even shoved Gordon with one arm. In response, our superstar from the Nuggets did not hold back and retaliated. As things escalated physically, teammates from both sides quickly intervened to separate them. Josh Richardson and Matisse Thybulle, who used to play together on the same team, had a little tiff after a rough foul. They exchanged some words. You know how it goes. The Celtics tried to mess with Thybulle's head, but let me tell you, he was not having any of it. He straight up dominated them throughout the game. Thybulle showed them that he's not just that guy. So there was this little scuffle between Murray, Young, Smith, and Jalen Green. Both teams got hit with some technical fouls. But you know what? The Rockets took that frustration and turned it into a game changer. They outscored Atlanta for the rest of the game by a whopping 54-32 to snatch a crucial win. But why were they even arguing in the first place? Well, the Hawks had built up a lead of as much as 16 points in the third quarter. And who was responsible for that? It was none other than DeJounte Murray, who couldn't seem to miss from beyond the arc. So, there was this crazy altercation during the game between the Magic and Lakers. Jonathan Isaac fouled Howard, and it turned into a big mess with pushing and shoving. Michael Carter-Williams and Howard got technical fouls, but Dudley and Wes Iwundu got ejected with double technicals. It was like a family defending each other out there, man. And as Howard tried to walk away, the Magic players came at him and pushed him away. Dudley jumped in and shoved Iwundu, who seemed to be causing all the drama. Eventually, everyone else stepped in to break up the fight. The game between the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns started off close, but things quickly took a turn in favor of the Jazz. In the third quarter, Marquese Chriss attempted a dunk but unfortunately lost control of the ball and fell to the ground. Rudy Gobert from the Jazz made minimal contact with Chriss, but it was ruled out of bounds. As Ricky Rubio dribbled up the court, Jared Dudley from the Suns shoved him. Even some coaches from the Suns got caught up in all of it. It was definitely a heated moment on the court with emotions running high. So Embiid and Bledsoe got all tangled up, and then Embiid managed to wriggle free with a little nudge at Bledsoe. Well, of course that didn't sit right with Bledsoe, so he decided to give Embiid a shove of his own right in the back. But wait, it doesn't end there. Embiid casually tossed the ball at Bledsoe from about 10 or 15 feet away. And you know what Bledsoe did? He whipped that ball right at Embiid's chest, square in the middle. The ball bounced off before Embiid could even react and ended up landing near Sixers forward Mike Scott. And guess what Scott did? He chucked it right back at Bledsoe. As you can imagine, players from both teams quickly rushed over to join the commotion. After taking a quick look at the replay, the officials made their ruling. One technical foul for both Embiid and Scott, but poor Bledsoe got hit with 2 technical fouls and an automatic ejection. Tough break for him. So get this, Steven Adams straight up had his point guard's back. During the Memphis Grizzlies game against the Chicago Bulls, Adams got into it with Tony Bradley, the Bulls center. But here's the crazy part. Adams actually picked up Bradley and carried him away from Ja Morant. And let me tell you, Adams is a big dude himself, but he had no problem handling Bradley, who's 6'10" and 248 pounds. Talk about protecting your teammate. That's it. We've got all the juicy details on these crazy confrontations, from yelling matches to shoving matches and everything in between. Whether it's a rival player getting a little too physical with a star player or a teammate standing up for their buddy, these moments are sure to get your blood pumping. Which one was your favorite in this list? Let us know in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to get your contents first.